Hello, everyone, and welcome to Social Work 2000 Statistics for Social Workers. My name is Dr. Kristina Nikolova, and I will be your instructor over the next 6 weeks. This short video is going to introduce you to me and to the course. So first of all, I was born in Bulgaria, a tiny little country in Eastern Europe, so that's the accent that you might hear. I did my PhD at the University of Toronto, and my focus is really on the intersection between family violence and the policies and practices that we've developed to try and prevent it. Um, I moved to Windsor about 5 years ago now, and I'm very happy to be back. I actually did my master's at the University of Windsor many years ago. I have many pets, which you'll see over the course of um, this lecture series. Here are some of the cats and rabbits that have invaded my home. I foster a lot of these guys, so if you're ever interested in adopting a fuzzy family member, please reach out. All right, so back to the actual course. This course is going to cover first descriptive statistics, or how we summarize data. Um, a lot of the times, raw data is very unwieldy. So this is how we can quickly understand what a lot of numbers are telling us. Then we're going to move into inferential statistics, and that's where we try to generalize to the general population based on the data and the results that we get. We're going to also look at data management and analysis using the software SPSS. And we're going to use the research findings to inform our practice decisions and evaluate our practice as well. Lastly, we're going to cover some of the controversies within statistics. A lot of people assume that there's always going to be one right answer, but that's really not the case. And that's why this is one of my favorite quotes. There are lies, damned lies, and statistics. So this class is going to be a combination of lecture videos that you're going to watch every week, some readings, and then SPSS exercises every week. SPSS is required, so look at the syllabus for the download link. You can usually get it for free through the university. The readings for the class are some research articles, some handouts, and a recommended textbook is Statistics for Social Work with SPSS by Serge Lee. I've listed as recommended and not required because I know the reality of being a student and that these textbooks can be quite expensive. I've tried to make my lectures detailed enough that you can get through the course without purchasing the textbook if you're unable to do so. So you're going to be graded based on 5 SPSS exercises. These are the weekly exercises. Each one is worth 6% of your final mark, so make sure you don't miss any. There's also going to be 2 tests. These are open book. Each one is worth 15%. They're going to be open for an entire 24-hour period on Brightspace. So you're going to have as long as you want to complete them, as long as you click submit by midnight on Sunday. They're open book, so you can use whatever materials, notes that you have from this class as you're doing them, and they are multiple choice. The only requirement is that you do complete them on your own. And lastly, we've got a final paper which builds onto the weekly SPSS exercises, and that is worth 40% of your final grade. Some of the class policies relate to being respectful for others. We're going to bring up a lot of topics about how people lie with numbers and hopefully start some good discussions. Make sure you've got the technology that you need. So that means access to Brightspace and that you have SPSS. Do not put off downloading SPSS until the last possible moment. Right from the first week, we have assignments due that use SPSS. My own personal policy is that when you contact me by email, I will do my best to respond to you in a timely manner. Please don't contact me through Brightspace. I don't get notifications about those messages, so I'm less likely to respond to you in a timely manner. And my last major policy is on assignment submissions. There should not be any late assignments for this class. If you cannot submit an assignment on time, then just send me an email. I have a very flexible deadline policy. So if life is getting in the way, or you're sick, or your child is sick, just send me an email to let me know so that I can grant you an extension. And lastly, all of our papers go through a plagiarism check, and that includes an AI check. So please just don't use any of those software, because you will just get a 0 on the assignment. And I don't want to do that to you or your grade, and you obviously do not want to get a 0 on your grade. All right, so I will be seeing you online over the next 6 weeks. Looking forward to having you in the class.